What's going on, guys? Waco from Revolution. I'm so excited because this is one of my last videos of Watches and Wonders 2022. Had an incredible fair, but I didn't want to leave without talking about a watch that I think is incredibly dope. And that is Karsten Frassdorf's Tourbillon. So he also makes watches under the name Montres KF. In fact, I think that's kind of the name of his brand. And he did this because he doesn't want him to be the center of attention. He wanted the engineering technical solutions that he's brought to watchmaking be the focus of the attention. So what I think is really cool about his watches, and coming close, this is personal watch, which is why it says Karsten Frassdorf on it. It's a stop seconds tourbillon, right? So you just saw, did you see the tourbillon stop? I'm asking Munster, my trusty cameraman. He's nodding his head. And then I'm gonna press this again and it's gonna start again, right? And I'm gonna stop it again. So the thing that's cool about this watch is that like every stop second tourbillon that's ever existed before follows one of two different solutions. Either you're stopping the balance or you're stopping the cage, right? So if you're stopping the balance, you need to overcome the pillars of the cage. So Lange has a special spring for that, for example. Morris Grossman also has a special solution. It uses a hairbrush made of human hair that splits if it hits one of the pillars of the cage and still contacts the balance wheel. Or you can stop the cage itself, as the Gronenfeld brothers did with their Parallax tourbillon, or as Chopard does with their Flying T tourbillon. But this watch doesn't use either of those solutions. It actually stops the tourbillon cage from underneath. So if you can imagine the tourbillon cage rotating this way, I guess clockwise this way, underneath is a lever that presses up against the bottom of the cage. There's kind of like a little clutch mechanism in between and stops it. And I think that's a brilliant solution because you're not compelled to like make this violent shock to the balance wheel or to the cage itself. And also it's beautiful to look at because it's pretty much invisible, right? So I think that's really cool. Now that the tourbillon is stopped, we can talk about two other really cool solutions. One is that this is a really interesting bimetallic balance wheel that is thermocompensating. So in the event the temperature is rising, what happens is the arms of the balance extend and bring the center of the mass of the balance towards that brings the mass of the balance towards the center, affecting the inertia in a way that compensates for the rise of temperature. The other thing that's really cool is the balance spring that you see here, which has two terminal curves, a Breguet Overquell curve for the exterior and a Grossman terminal curve for the interior. So those are just three cool things that I really like about this watch. Karsten Frassdorf, absolutely brilliant watchmaker. Stay tuned because we're going to be covering him a lot more. Peace. Let me turn that back on for you. Boom.